Spider-Man 2 is one of the best superhero movies ever made, and because of the train scene that happened, it just makes it 10 times better. The part where Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus were fighting on the train, that scene was intense at first, but the reason why I believe is just makes this movie more better is because of Spider-Man's will to save people. I think the only hero that does this before all the MCU characters we've seen before was the one who actually did everything in his power to save all these people. Yes, we had Blade and also the X-Men movies, but this movie, the Spider-Man movie, it just mostly focuses on Peter and Spider-Man, but his will to actually save others that he doesn't even know, it just makes it even 10 times even better. Watching this movie in the movie theaters when I was young, I was just so hyped watching it. Really awesome movie. Dr. Octopus wanted to kill all those people in the train, and the only thing he could do is to actually take out the remote control that controls the train, and he did. He actually did take it out, and now it was up to Spider-Man to actually save these people because the train was going to run out of tracks and people were going to be dead soon. And since his mask was kind of on fire, he had to take it out to save his face from burning. And this is when you actually see him just with his normal face and his suit. Once he saw the glimpse of his spider sense, he saw from far away that the train was going to run out of tracks and it was time to actually save the people. Now he could have just run away and not do anything, but that's not what Spider-Man does. He saves people. He does what he can to save them. The first thing he tried to do was to try to stop the train with his foot and trying to force it to actually stop like that. But he noticed right then and there that wasn't going to work at all. Oh yeah, and also I wanted to speak to you about the person that asked him really sarcastically, telling him any more ideas. Yes, he was being so sarcastic, and Spider-Man, he told him, yeah, I have a few. He told him like that because he wants the people to know that their life depend on him. He wants them to not to worry a lot, just like he was. Cause if he didn't shoot his webs in the buildings, and if that didn't work, then the train would have collapsed and people would have been dead, just like that. So he was just hoping that this will be the bright idea that he had. He tried to do it at least just once at first, just shoot a web from the left side and also on the right side. He did it once, right? It kind of was working, but not really, because then the buildings on the back, they kind of crumble together. So it wasn't that much force he was putting on there. It wasn't that much webs that he was using to hold the train from going. So he tried it again, and now he tried to shoot more webs around the building, and that was actually the thing that actually saved everybody. That was his bright idea. He shot a lot of webs, as much as he could, and then once he saw that he was just struggling, he kept doing it. He just kept going at it and tried his best to stop the train as much as he could. His suit was actually ripping as well. It was just an insane moment, and also with the music as well, it just makes everything more intense, and that just makes the scene even more better than ever. Now you can see people's reactions, they were really afraid, and Spider-Man, he was doing his best to stop the train as much as he could. The good thing is that he actually did it. He was able to stop the train, and this what just makes the scene even better. It's just his will to help those in need, to help those that he cares about. Even though the people don't know who he is personally, he knows that it's his duty to save people, because that's in him. He wants to save as many people as he can because he's a superhero, not a villain. He barely stopped the train, which was crazy, and I didn't even know that Spider-Man, the character, was actually that strong. On The Amazing Spider-Man 2, this is the first time I ever saw the Spider-Man character actually picked up a car, a police car. That's crazy. I never knew that Spider-Man was that strong. I knew he was strong, but I didn't know he was that strong. Like, he could pick up a car, and he could also stop the moving train. It's really awesome to actually see that, in the movie. I have no idea how strong Spider-Man was until I saw that. And it's accurate. It's actually accurate to the comics. So now that he stopped the train from actually falling, now he was really tired. He could let go of the webs that he had remaining. The passengers, they actually got him before he actually fell. That was also a cool scene when they were just carrying him. Just a really cool scene, and also with the main theme song. It just shows that he cares about the people and just wants them to be safe. That's what makes Spider-Man a really cool superhero, and that's why I really like this scene so much as well. Once they actually put him down, that's when people saw him in his face. One of the passengers, he said, he's just a kid. They didn't know how old was Spider-Man. They finally got to see his real face. They say he was just a kid, not even older than my son, one of the passengers said. This was the scene that actually made the movie even more better. Because of the will of Spider-Man and just doing his best to save people as much as he can, it's just what makes it even more better, in my opinion. And once he got back up, he noticed that his mask was gone and people already saw his face and all. And then there were these two kids that came and gave him back his mask. But before they actually gave him his mask, they said, "Don't worry, we won't tell anybody." Yeah, man, it's just a really awesome scene. I really enjoyed it. It's just what makes Spider-Man 2 one of the best superhero movies ever made, for real. And then Dr. Octopus came in and just had to ruin this scene. Yeah, what a villain he is, isn't he? Before I actually made another video similar like this, I talked about the Quidditch scene in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I was thinking of making this video for a few weeks already, so maybe I will do another one soon enough. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more videos, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take care and live to the fullest.